Hello everybody out there in YouTube world. Right, before we start this video, again, as I've mentioned on previous videos, I'm supporting Prostate Cancer UK worldwide. So again, it's very personal to me, because I've lost friends through it over the past few years, and then reading up upon it, people of mixed culture with black ancestry in particular are more at higher risk, apparently, from what the scientists have been saying, haven't they, Max? So yeah, but in general, guys, no matter who you are, what country you're from, always, you never know, because they said the symptoms for it, you don't know whether you've got it or not. But there's a couple of things to look out for. Again, is for problems going to, when you visit the toilet, things like that, problems with your functions downstairs, I would say. And it's a blood test that they do, a specific type, don't they? Which they look for the actual cancerous cells within the prostate, apparently. So yes, please get the badge too as well, to show that you are showing support for prostate cancer, the man badge. Just go onto the prostate cancer website.co.uk or .com, I think it is, isn't it?
.com.
.com, prostatecancer.com, and yeah, make a donation to the support for it and the care for it too. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll share the a link for it in the description of this video. But yes, what this video is about, it's about nature. Let's talk about nature. And what a subject as well nature is to talk about, because nature covers everything of life, from the start of life, from the end of life. What a powerful thing to talk about. And when we've gone from this world, nature will always be there. Nature was there at the beginning of the universe, and nature will always be at the end. But we have a name for nature, otherwise known as Gaia.
Or Mother Earth.
Or Mother Earth.
Somebody might know it by.
Because again, that's where she comes from, the universe. The universe gave birth to Gaia. And yes,
she's very beautiful. She's on our window.
She's on our. We've got a figurine of Gaia, representation of Gaia, Mother Earth. And yes, there's a thing with the modern day world now. The modern day world has lost most of its roots with nature.
Yeah.
Whoa, no, you should never lose your roots on nature, because it's what got you here in the very beginning. Because without nature, man really wouldn't survive properly. You can have all these modern technology of things of supporting to help and sustain life. Do they really? Makes you wonder. But nature, to me, and my beloved here, is the most important thing in our lives. We're surrounded by it all the time. So why not be in tune with nature? Get the vibration of nature flowing through your own body. You know?
There's nothing more nice, is there, than if it's a nice summer's day, gone for a walk or the park or somewhere with your kids, take your shoes off and feel the energy from the ground, from the earth. And it just spreads through your body and makes you feel well, doesn't it?
Oh, doesn't it
makes you
just?
feel good. It's like if you hug a tree, people would laugh. I mean, years ago I'd have probably thought, oh, I don't know whether I could do that in case anybody saw me, but the energy you feel from that tree as you do that.
And again, big trees, what are they? They're the roots of Earth itself.
Yeah.
They come from the earth, trees do.
The roots, the tree of life.
The tree of, hence the name, the tree of life.
Yeah. Like the sky, when you look up at the sky. I mean, everybody believes in different things, don't they, when they look up? But there's nothing more, magnetic, isn't it?
Magnetic, powerful, beautiful. The force of it alone. I mean, for those of you who know about me and Max, and for those of you who don't know about me and Max so much, we are very heavily, deeply into the meditative aspects of life.
Mm.
And we've both been doing it for many, many years. A combination of how many years would you say, Max?
Oh, I don't know altogether.
Because you were, how old were you when you started getting into meditative
Oh, I was
practices?
very young, very young. But you know, things come and go, don't they?
Yeah, they
So
do.
you can't always do
Keep
it,
on
so
top
I
of it.
understand that.
Mm.
If you've got young children and that, it's
Yeah,
quite
it is
difficult. You're
difficult.
juggling work and
Yeah, you
kids and stuff.
you try and get,
But you do try.
even if it's 5 minutes a day,
Mm.
in your work break.
Mm. Yeah, you work. I mean, you don't have to close your eyes to do it.
That's the thing, and this is the stigma with meditation. People seem to think you have to close your eyes. Well, look at me when I'm doing my Tai Chi form. That's moving meditation. Am I closing my eyes doing that? No, they're wide open.
It's how you feel comfortable, isn't it? Doing
Exactly.
it, basically.
Yeah.
It really is.
But when you become experienced at it over the years, you can do it with your eyes open, but what you tend to feel, oh my gosh, the power you feel is unbelievable. We both feel, we both feel energy coming from nature itself, and it's an unexplainable feeling for those people who are skeptics about it, because
Or don't understand.
don't understand it. But the skeptics are the main ones. They're the ones that really turn themselves away from it. They never think, this and that. They'd rather go by the material aspects of it. They don't seem to think that there's more to it than meets the eyes. Believe you me, there is so much more. Which is, we as human beings, we're probably only just skimming it. Imagine when you've gone through that and you've delved into the heart of it. I think me and Maxine personally, we've gone beyond that depth. We really and truly have. We're not being, egotistic about it, because we're speaking the truth.
And again, it takes practice.
Boy,
Years of practice to be able to meditate properly.
some people seem to think, they can become an advanced meditator in a matter of months. A matter of months? It takes years. Some people don't even reach to that level in their own life cycle on this earth. So what does that tell you about the true aspects of those practices?
I mean, there's nothing nicer as well, if you can. Sitting by the water. Any water. Could be a canal if you wanted it. You can't afford to go anywhere. Or the ocean.
Oh, the ocean to me is
Or a little waterfall.
yeah, or a little lake, or a little brook, stream,
And just sitting there
and just hearing it.
and feeling the wellness in it, the well-being for you.
It's like we've been watching this gentleman called Fel Tommy on YouTube. An African guy from Ghana, been living in China now over 5+ years or so, and he's fluent in Mandarin, speak a bit of Cantonese as well, but he's like a local. That's how good he is. And even he said himself, he loves being by the water. And China itself is like Hong Kong. It's an island in a massive ocean. Hong Kong itself, Hong Kong Island is, and everywhere you go, there's always water features with
It's
people's
just beautiful,
homes,
isn't it?
and it's all to do with feng shui and bringing the nature into where they're
Together.
living together. And that's where, me personally, a lot of people in the Western world, I do believe this, are failing for that approach to life. They're
Sorry, carry on.
they're too much into the techno aspects of life instead of being in with the natural rhythm of life itself, not the artificial rhythm. To me personally, the artificial rhythm is the wrong way to go in life, because the artificial rhythm isn't showing you the true rhythm of how life should really be.
Very true.
It's very, very true, that is. But you were going to say, my beloved.
I was just going to say, there's no magic cure for anything.
No, there never
I mean,
is.
we'd be fools to think there was. I mean, we like to think there is.
Yeah.
But if it makes you feel better by thinking that way, think that way.
But what we're saying is, it's taking a break away from the hustle and the bustle of life, which is actually stressing out people and ruining people's lives. It's a fact. There's even statistics about it. It really is. The stats for that lifestyle of today is through the roof. The more passive way of approach to life is so small in its stats. Because everybody wants things like this, quick, 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 quick. They want it done.
Quick fixes.
Not yesterday, they want it done from last year. And that's the wrong way to be in life. To put pressure on people to live.
And there's a lot of pressure at the moment, isn't there?
Boy, with everything.
You know, everybody's losing everything.
Yep.
You know, and people won't be satisfied until everybody's lost everything.
So what does that tell you about the modern...
And you're falling into rule, aren't you, at the moment? Or that's what they want you to do.
Exactly.
So the only thing I can think of to keep you sane, basically, go for them walks.
Go for them walks, yes.
But notice what you're walking.
Be aware
see.
of what's going on and taking in the beauty of it.
You know, you don't really notice things till something happens.
Yeah.
And that's for
That's
everybody.
an old cliche, that
Yeah.
isn't it? Very old cliche.
And
that
then
is.
you notice how green the grass is and how beautiful the trees are and how old things are. Or you just notice more for some reason. And it's like nature telling you, you know, there'll be a way out. There'll be a way out. Don't ignore stuff.
Don't ignore nature.
Yeah.
Trust me. You don't want to ever ignore nature.
It's like nature talking to you, saying, you know, don't worry. You ain't going to be like this forever.
I mean, Max, I'll tell you some of the things since we've been together when we've gone for walks like round West Park. What's happened in the process, and you were really shocked by it. Being followed. What was it being followed by?
Oh, goodness me. It's like Dr. Dolittle there, this was. I'd never been to West Park before. No, Drew. It was a lovely sunny day, wasn't it? So should we have a walk round the park? I said, oh yeah, that'll be nice. We had a walk round the park and all of a sudden I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So the squirrels was following him and then all the birds started.
Yeah, they did. The birds started.
And then we went over the bridge where what's that park called? I don't know. Over that bridge where the water is.
Oh, that's near where the botanical big house they've got.
And all of a sudden, all these ducks come flying out the water.
They did.
They
They were following you. Yeah,
It's
it's like the Pied Piper of Hamelin.
It was like they could sense
The
energies of it. Yeah.
that it's natural. It's from nature. It's not man-made.
It's quite funny, that was. But it just, I mean, I'd never seen anything like it before.
I've even had people say, "What's going on here?" I says, "It's because I vibrate. I resonate with nature."
And when we was in that park that day, Andrew was doing his chi, wasn't he?
Yeah, I was in my Tai Chi, yeah.
I was going to meditate,
By the
and
bandstand,
Andrew
yeah.
gave me his ear things with his music in, so I could do some meditation. But I just, for some reason, could not, for the first time in my life, get into it. And then all of a sudden I looked round and there was a couple of Chinese people. And they were looking at me. And I looked and I smiled and they was watching Andrew doing his chi. And he hadn't got the music in his ears. I'd got the music. And he never missed a step of this music with the way he does his chi and everything.
My Tai Chi
He never...
I was in
It
sync.
was as though he
I was
got
in
the
sync.
things in his ears.
Yeah, and I was listening to it.
And when he'd finished, they were bowing to him, weren't they? They were bowing,
There were big smiles across their faces.
crying, the tears. And I said, yeah, I am as well. And again, that was the nature. And you know, there was nothing like that. I felt like I was on holiday, sitting on a bench where he was doing what he does.
My Tai Chi.
Tai Chi. And I felt like I'd been uplifted. And that was from the energies. I mean, in that park you've got water.
Yeah, lots of it.
You've got all these ducks and things.
Flush with greenery. Trees.
All around.
Mm.
and the trees, and it was just so beautiful, so lovely, and it cost nothing, did it?
Absolute nothing.
Cost us
Not
nothing that
a
day.
single dime.
And yet we could have been away for a week,
Yeah,
and that's how it was, wasn't
it certainly was, wasn't it?
it? But nature,
Yeah,
the most
honestly.
beautiful thing in the world.
I think as a child, I always had a thing with nature. I always have. A nature boy. I've always been like that.
Well, I was never in. I love to be outside.
Mm,
and I
oh,
still
oh,
do these
yeah,
days if
yeah.
I could.
Yeah, if you could, bless
If
you.
I could, I would.
Mm.
No matter what the weather.
If I gave you my legs, I'm guaranteed you would be out every single day. Every single day.
I would.
But yes, everybody, nature.
Embraces.
Exactly.
Embraces.
Embrace it. And when we mean embrace it properly, wholeheartedly. Not just say, oh no, I can't do that. But no, you are nature yourself. Don't ever forget that. This is where you come from. You really come from the nature of life itself. We all do.
And when you think it does do full circle.
Yep.
I mean, when you think, I know things have to move forward, and they do. But when you think of all these big ugly buildings they keep building, when you look back, what was there before? Hardly anything.
Yep. But then
And it was so much better then than it is now.
But then you had true power. Because nature was at its fullest.
Exactly. But it does do a full circle.
Yeah, of course it does.
Nature does.
Mm.
If you watch it and listen to it carefully. It does a full circle.
She does.
And these disasters that keep happening.
The natural disasters as well.
Natural disasters.
What is that telling you? Man has affected nature itself, so nature does not like what's going on. No way. So what nature is doing, nature is claiming certain parts of the earth that was robbed.
Clearing things away.
Clearing things away.
That shouldn't be there.
Exactly, that should not be there.
If you notice as well, when they go up to space, to the moon, things happen down here, don't they? We get funny weather or funny volume that go on for weeks. Because they're messing with nature.
They're interfering with the atmospheric conditions of the earth.
I mean, that's a fine example, that is.
It is a fine example.
It really is.
I know man is greedy for knowledge. And I know he wants to find out this and what's going on beyond the earth. But you think about it really. What is it costing? It's costing lives, innocent lives. And it truly is. It truly is costing innocent lives.
And yet they can't see it.
No.
Yet they're scientists, but they can't see it.
No, they cannot see it because they think everything is got to be done the scientific way, not the way how nature intended it properly from the very beginning.
If you think like back, and some of these countries, they live in, like, what do they call them, shanties?
Yeah.
Very small.
They live in basic, simple living.
Basic, simple things.
They've got no technology at all. None. No electricity. No gas.
And yet they survive.
And yet they survive and live longer than those people.
And yet we can't manage, you know, in a small property.
Yeah.
So what does that say? Are we greedy, that we have too much?
We spoil ourselves
And they don't.
with the modern concepts of living. These people who live just by the basic, simple ways without none of the mod cons that we all have, lighting, a roof over our heads, things like that. They build their own things from scratch, the old-fashioned way, and they still do that. And I love seeing things like that.
Even growing their own vegetables.
Growing their own vegetation. You know, when we lived down Sweetman Street, Dad used to have his own little mini allotment out the back with some chickens. And we did live down Lawrence Avenue, and we didn't have a fridge freezer because we couldn't. Only the posh people could have those things. So we kept our cold food, chilled foods in the cubby or the cold area, of the home, the back of the home, near the back door.
Mm.
That's how we used to do it, and then next thing you know, they introduced all these fridge freezers and central heating and that, and that's what has spoilt a lot of people.
Well, they shopped daily then, didn't they? They
Yes,
shopped
exactly.
daily from scratch.
Exactly, from
And I
scratch.
think you'd probably save a lot more money now, thinking about it.
Yep, living like that.
If you just went and got or had it delivered, whatever you do, the basic stuff that's going to go with fresh vegetables, and go and get them daily.
And the
If
people
you can.
and the people were much more healthier as well. Back then, living like that instead of in today's modern day living, much healthier people. Like take the dripping, for instance. We had dripping a lot.
Yeah.
We know
Dripping on toast.
we know dripping comes from animal resources, but still, people were very, very healthy
True.
because of that.
And I mean nature again. The old wives' tales that they used to tell you, like to rub on things and take if you weren't well. They work.
Like dock leaves and things
Yeah,
like that.
they actually work.
After you've been stung by a net, stinging nettle, you get it all. Because normally,
That's right, and rub it on
you know
the
the weirdest thing though?
thing.
Near to where you got stung, there was always a dock leaf.
Yeah.
Plant. I forgot the name of the actual plant, what it was
I
called.
don't know, I only know
But the
it's a
leaves
stock
were really big, thick leaves, and they had like these hair bristles on there, and you'd rub that part of the
to
leaf,
stop the sting.
stop the sting, and within seconds it'd stop.
There's so many. If you know, you look back.
Nature, when it comes down to it, has got everything we need. She allows us to take what we need, not to be greedy.
It's like some countries are still laid back now,
Yep,
and they don't miss anything because they've never had it.
because they've never had it. No.
No, because we've always had everything.
Yep, we've been spoilt by the modern way.
Yeah,
Really.
and now everything's been taken from us. Everybody starts panicking.
I'm not panicking. I'm not
No,
worried.
I'm not, but I'm just saying most people.
Most
will,
people are,
especially the
yeah.
elderly.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be there for them anymore.
No.
So what will they do? I mean, the solution to me is if they can, as I say, which elderly people, I know they can't, most of them can't, me included, go out every day, walk to the local supermarket, get your basic stuff every day.
This is where I come into place to do those
Yeah,
things.
so Andrew does it for me, but keeping healthy
Yep.
by the walking, keeping his heart healthy by the good eating,
Yeah, of course.
healthy eating, and he's getting fresh air. He's speaking to people
Yep.
he goes past,
Always do.
and it's all good for your mental health
It's
as
everything.
well.
It's good for everything.
Good for your mental health, isn't
In
it?
particular, yeah.
And you know, if you could do that every day, you don't even need a freezer, do you?
Nope.
Really, if you could shop daily again, go back to the old times again. But something's going to be done because people are just not going to be able to afford to live like they used to anymore.
Nope.
So, you know, there's got to be ways and means around things.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
But are all going to really connect with the nature.
Yeah. Or revert back to that.
Yeah.
Because it's heading that way, the way that things are
Yeah.
going, I'm telling you. Some people may not say, some people probably would say, oh, it's never going to happen. How can you say that? Can you see into the future? All we can see now is what's going on and what are they doing? Because they are causing so much problems for basic living.
Yeah.
And they really
I mean,
are.
there's people who can't afford to pay rent.
I know.
The minimum cost of rent due to all what's going on now, and having like minimum to live on after because you've still got bills on top of that, you've still got food on top of that. Are you supposed to clothe yourself? You know, and buy toiletries. So it's going to be back to nature again, isn't
Yes.
it? You know, I remember as a kid making perfume. With the rose petals off the roses.
Yes, I remember those stories. Mum used to tell us those ones.
Yeah,
Used to put them in their little bottle and with water
yeah.
and let it, you know, ferment over a matter of weeks
And
and
a
weeks.
bottle of perfume now costs over £100.
It does, trust me, it really
Yeah.
does.
So, but But nature itself,
Yes, nature.
it's the most beautiful thing.
Yep.
It really is.
Most beautiful, most powerful of all. You got all these weapons which man have created. It will never ever be as powerful as nature, no matter what they try and do.
No.
Because nature will always be the governing power within this universe of ours. Always will be. So be in touch with it properly, because if you are, nature does reward you. It really does. You know, it's rewarded me and my Maxine, because it's rewarding us in a way of being in touch with nature properly, and we're talking from not just the outwardly approach to it, inwardly approach to it.
See, we've never really wanted much, have we?
Nah.
Never asked for much.
Nope.
So no, it won't affect us as it will other people, probably.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the car driving. I haven't driven a car now 4 years nearly, about nearly 4 years, and I don't miss it, I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
I really don't miss it at all, because when I was driving since the late 80s, there was a lot of things I really missed out on seeing properly, too busy concentrating on where I was going, and now I get to see a lot more of what I've missed, some wonderful and beautiful things in nature itself.
I mean, we all see different things with different eyes. Like, I've lived in Birmingham all my life, and I don't like it.
No. But yet, there's people who come to visit it who absolutely love
it.
Birmingham.
So we're all seeing beauty in different eyes,
In different
aren't
ways,
we?
shapes and forms, yes.
We really are. But you know, it is your lifestyle, it's how you think as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's how you think, and
How you think.
it's how your mental output towards it is.
Yeah.
But yes, nature, please, people. Nature, never forget nature, because nature will always be here, no matter what.
It will.
Always be here. So always learn to love, appreciate it, and be a part of it too.
Instead of going out for meals in the summer, you know, which costs a fortune,
Absolutely.
it's probably paying for a coffee. Take a picnic.
£5 for a coffee,
Take
man.
a picnic and sit on the grass in the park or somewhere nice.
Make up your own brew at home in your own flask,
In a
and
flask. And you know, go back to nature again.
sit in it, man. Feel it, vibe it as well.
Yeah. Just feel it from here.
Yep, from within one's soul.
All the time.
So again, did it there, Mrs. Chi?
Yes, Mr. Chu.
Yep. So yeah, please. Again, nature. Nature. Thank you for nature. Thank you for nature. Thank you, universe. And again, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Spread the vibe of us both. Because again, we are who we truly are. And that's his one entity of life. Isn't that right, Mrs.
I
G?
agree.
And we always say to this, please, please stay safe out there, everybody. And be aware of what's
Stay
going on
safe.
around. Yes, stay safe. Namaste.
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 everyone.
Namaste.
Namaste.
And keep that chi of life, keep it always and forever flowing. Just feel it flowing and moving and grooving. Let's feel that beautiful energy. Because where does this chi come from? Nature. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Stay safe, stay safe. And again, I'll share the link for the prostate cancer .uk for you on this link in the mentions of this video. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.